though you're still thinking of me, just like I know you should.
Good morning, RCHS. I'm Dylan.
I'm Reese.
I'm Lincoln.
And this edition of Lions Live starts right now. Attention to anyone interested in going on the summer government trip. We will leave for Gettysburg on June 4th at 6:30 in the morning and return on Sunday, June 10th. The classroom part of the course will be from May 29th until June 15th. A parent meeting will also be held on May 31st in the RCHS library. Money is due on March 1st, April 1st, and May 1st. Please make checks payable to RCHS Activities Fund. Please contact Mr. McDaniel if you have any questions at 765-663-2635.
The 2018 Rush Shelby Energy Scholarship is available to a graduating senior who is the dependent of a Rush Shelby Energy member and resides at a residence served by Rush Shelby Energy. Applications are available in the guidance office and are due by April 13th. Applications should be turned in to Rush Shelby Energy office or mailed to the address listed on the application.
The Knights of Pythias Educational Assistance Award is available to seniors with a B average. In addition to the application, 2 essays are required. Applications can be found on their website at www.knightsofpythiasofnewcastle.com or in the guidance office. The application deadline is January 25th.
Attention speech team members, sign-ups for the Ball State meet are closed, but sign-ups for our home meet are now open on Google Classroom. Your parents should have received an email with a form they should fill out about helping at the home meet. Please ask them to fill this out as soon as possible. There will be 2 parent meetings, and each member needs to have a parent at each one. The meetings are Thursday, January 25th at 5 and Tuesday, January 30th at 6:30 in the cafeteria. Please see Mrs. Lemons with any questions.
The Phi Beta Psi sorority is offering a scholarship to seniors who plan to go into a sub-medical field. Applications are available in the guidance office, and the application deadline is March 15th.
Theater arts applications for the 2019 spring play are now available in the main office and in room 15. You must turn this in to be considered to take theater arts as an elective next school year. Applications are due Thursday, January 25th.
The Indiana Association of Educational Office Professionals is offering a scholarship to a graduating senior who has completed 4 or more semesters of business educational courses. You must have a 2.8 GPA and be planning to pursue an office-related career. Applications are available in the guidance office. They are due February 10th. This application must be postmarked by February 5th. You are responsible for mailing your own application.
Juniors wanting to apply for the ICE program for their senior year need to pick up an application in the guidance office and return it to Mrs. Wainwright by January 22nd.
Rush County Farm Bureau Incorporated is offering the Rita Yeager Memorial Agriculture Scholarship to a senior planning to pursue a degree in agriculture or agribusiness. Your family must have been a member of Farm Bureau for at least 2 years. Applications are due April 3rd. Seniors wishing to apply may pick up applications at the guidance office. You must mail or hand deliver your completed applications to the address listed on the application.
Math League is after school today in the cafeteria. Please bring a pencil and a calculator.
FAF is looking for new members for the 2018-2019 school year. FAF is a class for juniors and seniors that want to give back to their community by mentoring elementary school students and doing other community service activities. It is a 2-semester course that meets during 7th block. The first 9 weeks of school year is spent in training and team building. The second 9 weeks is spent teaching a bullying buster course to Rush County 3rd graders. The second semester is devoted to one-on-one mentoring the local elementary schools. Those interested in FAF need to pick up an application outside Mrs. Bear's room 131. A parent or guardian must sign your application. FAF applicants must have at least a C average, good attendance, and discipline records. Favorable teacher recommendations and be available for an interview. Those selected must sign a contract pledging to be drug, alcohol, and tobacco free. Applications are due by the end of the day on Thursday. If you have any questions, please speak to Mrs. Bear or a current FAF member.
And now, in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we will play a special video.
A time of segregation. A devout Baptist minister who sought to turn the other cheek. A dreamer moved by destiny into leadership of the modern civil rights movement. This was Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King combated segregation and racism still prevalent in America in the mid-20th century, insisting always on nonviolent methods to achieve his goals. He soon became a national icon of progressive American ideals. In Washington, D.C., on the National Mall, the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial is a fitting tribute to Dr. King's leadership in the civil rights movement. Dr. King's drive to move America toward the ideals of freedom and equality culminated in the 1963 March on Washington. From the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, Dr. King imagined an end to racial inequality in his I Have a Dream speech, a speech held as one of the greatest pieces of American oratory ever to be spoken. I have a dream, he said, that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Heavily influenced by Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation and Thomas Jefferson's declaration that all men were created equal, Martin Luther King Jr. gave the nation a vision for unparalleled liberty and equality. The design of the monument is taken from Dr. King's very words, "Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope." To visit this monument means to literally pass through the mountain of despair on the way to the stone of hope, where Martin Luther King Jr. stands as a beacon. Nearby, excerpts from his sermons and speeches are featured on the 450-foot inscription wall. At the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Site in Atlanta, Georgia, you can visit the home of his birth and where he played as a child. You can walk in his footsteps and hear his voice in the church where he moved hearts and minds. You can marvel at how he was an instrument for social change, and you can visit the tomb where this great man was laid to rest. On April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. But his immortal words have carried on.
For the cold weather and snow stay, here's Mikey to fill us in.
Hey RCHS, it's Mike here with your local weather. Today it's snowy and cloudy with a low of 4 and a high of 11. Looking on to the rest of the week, we can look forward to a warm-up towards the weekend. That's it for this edition of weather. Now back to the desk.
The RCHS gymnastics team competed against Connorsville and Union County. The Lion gymnasts placed second with a score of 83.625. Madison Carmody contributed by getting her career best on a beam with a 5.75. Charity Griffith also got her career best, finishing 4th on beam and finishing 4th overall with a 30.5. Caitlin Kime also scored her career best on beam with a 6.55. They're next in action next Monday at home. After-school activities include wrestling at Edinburgh and boys basketball at home have been canceled. Wrestlers, you must report to practice by 3:45. Boys basketball JV and varsity teams will be practicing today at 5:30. There will be a call-out meeting today in Mr. Marlat's room during SRT for anyone interested in participating in track this spring. If you're unable to attend the meeting, please see Mr. Marlat for more info. All sports actions for tonight have been canceled. That's it for your edition of Lions Live. Have a great day, RCHS.
Yeah, we're just young, dumb